Greetings, my dear ones. I am Buddha, and I am always very happy to share my wisdom with humankind. I represent and speak on the behalf of ascended masters. My dear ones, it's time to become serious about doing daily silent meditations. Your reality is falling apart because it doesn't follow any universal laws of light. The 3D matrix suppresses purity, honesty, and integrity in human beings. Humanity has forgotten the basics on how to live with each other in peace and harmony. The slavery system was made up by the dark souls, created to use humans as a tool for their own selfish and evil purposes. This system is crashing, as it's based on an illusionary foundation where everyone is a prisoner. Where they work, most of their time and most of their fruits of labor are given to the negative controllers. Human beings forgot on how to be genuinely happy and free of worries. Their lives are always problematic and complex, of something always appearing to disrupt their inner peace in many forms of problems and lacking something. Why? Because they are just following the rules of this dark world, of being consumed with their own survival, of making a living and not raising their consciousness, by not evolving and rising above this low-dimensional reality. During my time on Mother Gaia, at the beginning of my life, I lived happily and comfortably inside a palace, and I did not know anything about the outside world. All of my needs were taken care of. After seeing so much poverty and suffering, I could not live anymore in luxury, so I left my sanctuary and an easy life. My spiritual journey began after seeing the harsh truth. Many humans try to ignore the real facts on what is really happening around your globe. Darkness purposely ignites superficially wars between different countries and enjoys it. When a lot of human beings get forced out from their physical bodies without any justification, only to start a new conflict somewhere else in the world with the same lies, it's fighting for the good and freedom of humanity. If your governments would really care about you, then they would stop spending so much money, time, and energy on creating more destructive weapons to hurt as many humans as they possibly can. Instead, they would put all of those resources for peace and love of mankind. Then all of the poverty and hardships would disappear from this planet, returning it back to its original state of a paradise. Humanity needs to unify as one consciousness and stop entertaining all of these meaningless differences created by darkness, and stop all of the military conflicts in your reality, ending the cycle of violence to nowhere except to self-destruction. Light and love are dormant inside of many humans on Earth, because there has not been enough collective progress overall, spiritually. Too much focus is being put in the society on self and selfishness, which comes from an ego that mainly only cares about its own existence. The soul is the complete opposite of it, which cares and wants to help others in need and unite everyone, because it can't be fooled by evil, and the materialism, things of this world have not any true spiritual value in it, as it's mostly has been used to enslave humanity. Your task is to stop the destruction of your planet and save the human population. The control mechanism was created by the dark souls, and it's easy to break. Human beings need to stop collective feeding the system with their own energy and work, and stop giving excuses like being too tired. That is the whole purpose of this 3D reality of all of your energy going towards slave labor, so you would not have enough energy to fight for your own freedom. This on why the human society should just let it collapse? It's not working at all, as the dark rich are making a lot of money on the backs of the human population and keeping most it for themselves. You need to start practicing silent meditation and make it a daily part of your life, and you are going to reconnect to the light inside of your soul and the infinite universal consciousness. Nothing will be able to stop you from becoming free from this matrix. Also, your life is going to change for the better, because you will return to the true source of power coming from within your being, the universal light, and not all of the false powers outside of yourself that humankind has been chasing after throughout their history, which never brought them any lasting peace or harmony to their lives. These dark entities can only control the ones who exist through their ego and desire wealth and power the same, like evil. Humans can't blame anyone for what happened to them, as they allowed for themselves to be manipulated and suppressed financially. Let go of your past and just focus on the now, like I did sitting under the Bodhi tree, and attain my enlightenment through inner silence and not through all of the noise you have in your world. My true desire was to end all of the suffering for human beings. You need to understand that the secret of power is in unity of becoming one collective consciousness of love. Humans don't realize on how powerful they really are on the inside of their being. Soul and light are immortal and can't be destroyed by anything. The reason everyone gets harmed by so many different things on this planet, because you have given all of your power away to everything outside yourselves, like diseases, food, weather, money, weapons, the aging process, and so on, from indoctrination by darkness. Once you deeply ingrain something into the collective consciousness, then it will manifest itself into a reality. For example, all of the diseases humanity experiences, they're not universal or God laws. They were created by the dark souls. The only reason people have them, because they have forgotten their true self and left their divine self of light. The human existence became of a survival in many forms of lack and limitations. It's like leaving a home where all of your needs are taken care of all of the time by your soul and the infinite universe consciousness of light, and instead they are trying to do everything on their own because darkness has convinced humanity that they are this finite, limited, weak, and helpless human who gets sick, needs to pay for everything, lives a very short life centered around problems, chasing money and supply, then ages and dies by leaving their physical vessel, everything coming from the outside and not from the inside. The complete opposite of the natural flow of the universe. You need to stop accepting the role of a victim and become free from thousands of rules that the evil governments imposed on you. Humanity can't bury their head in the sand anymore. Darkness wants to extinct the human race from Mother Earth. We, ascended masters, are on your side and always sending light and love to your planet. We continue to spread the seeds of truth, which are breaking the walls of evil. The more truth comes out, the more positive events will happen, and the quicker the transformation will occur on Gaia. Darkness can't stop the light from spreading in your reality. The truth will continue to hit humanity hard, as all of the lies will be exposed. In the Death Valley Desert of California in the United States, known as the hottest and driest place in North America, there was a super bloom of flowers this year, and it continues, showing that Mother Nature can bring life anywhere in the world, even in the driest places on Earth, like a desert with a small amount of rain. Please, remember to be kind and loving to each other. Love and light will destroy evil on Mother Gaia. Thank you, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces, for this opportunity to speak to humanity today. Please, everyone receive my blessings and supreme love. Human beings need to go back to the childlike state of innocence and love. Children do not care on how you look like or on what you have. They play with each other for the joy of it. Before they start growing up and learn all of the negative things of this world, life should be an adventure and not just of working for your own survival, of constantly paying bills. This is on why souls on Earth should make time to connect with Mother Nature, of spending some time outside, which does not cost anything. Just to take a breath of fresh air and for at least a moment forget about all of your worries and the stress of a fast pace of the modern times of everyone always running somewhere, from one place to another. Buddha, channeled by Erena Velazquez, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces.